Good afternoon. Wilson Live Baseball here in Dominican Republic with Wilson Tigers playing an amazing game here against H3K Baseball Academy, the Hornets. We're in San Pedro, Dominican Republic, in Estadio de Baseball, Henderson, Martinez. About to kick things off in just a moment here with the first pitch. It's in the low 80s here. Mid 50s in Washington, I understand. Leading off for the Tigers, number 2, Marty S1 King, playing second base. Two, oh, count. Patient at bat from Marty here, leadoff hitter. 3 balls. Smartly takes a strike. 3-1. Fouled back. Full count. Takes a walk. No Gold, number 6, playing third base. Strike 1. Outside, evens the count at 1. Outside, 2-1. Runner going. Hits it back to the pitcher, bounces off the pitcher's thigh. Catcher picks it up, no play. Infield single. Pitcher barely had a second to react, took it on the hip. He looks fine. Catcher running forward smartly and picks it up, no play anywhere. They're going to give the pitcher just a second to make sure he's loose after getting hit on the hip. Two leadoff runners have reached. Jack Wallace, number 14, playing catcher and batting third. Hits it down the third base line and took a look at that chalk, but did not quite hit it. Marty had almost reached third by the time it was called foul. Nobody holding the runner on at second. 1-1, high. Drives it to left center in the gap and bounces against the fence. Stand-up double, runner coming home, no play to the plate. Jack Wallace, clutch hit, starts off the Tigers with a 2-run lead in the first inning, no outs. Line drive straight to the fence, bounced off, came back, got the beautiful hillside in the background. Nothing stopping that ball.
You can fast. Here's some things. This big now, really fast.
Jack made them pay for that leadoff walk. Then Noah reached on the ground ball to the pitcher. We have 2 hits so far, 2 runs. Runner on second. Colin Bosley Smith at the plate, and he skies it to the right fielder and center fielder together. And they did make a little bit of contact, but the center fielder took it. One down. Drew Colazzi at the plate, first baseman. Second baseman is holding the runner on. Three balls. Drew looks ready to swing. See if they give him the green light here. Takes a strike. Fouls it back to the screen. They do. It's a machine. There's velocity and there's spin. Yeah, okay. Pitcher came back, got Drew looking. 2 outs, runner on second. Jeff Coakley, number 11. Hit high, looks like it's going to be out of play. On the mound for the Hornets, Ernesto Arroyo, right-handed pitcher. Luis Reyes, third base. Luis Rodriguez, shortstop. Nefri Ramos, second base. Miguel Flores, first base. Catching is Daverson Gutierrez. Samuel Zavala is the designated hitter. And in the outfield, we've got Eduardo Garcia, Jorge Ruiz, and Ricardo Laguerre going from left to right field. Hits it down the line. Little opposite field bloop there, but went foul. Good idea with the runner on second. Struck him out. I believe the pinch runner was Matthew O'Toole. He went out for Jack Wallace, the catcher. And quite an inning to start it off for the Tigers. Assume I don't.
Okay, so number 4.
Yeah, I've got the whole starting
Okay,
lineup.
you got everything.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's
But
just the
anything
first that
beyond
come in.
this, please tell me,
Okay.
because I will miss
Because there was
it.
somebody who I didn't know, like the way that he was running.
Yeah.
So you knew one guy.
And to wrap up that inning, we've got 2 hits, a walk, 2 runs, and 1 runner left on base. Let's give you the fielders for the Tigers today. On the mound, Colin Bosley Smith, throwing to Jack Wallace at catcher. First base, Noah Gold. Second base, Marty S1 King. Jeff Coakley at shortstop. And Drew Colazzi at first base. I think I got that all right there. So it's Drew at first base. Marty at second, Jeff at short, and Noah at third base. In the outfield, going from left to right, Santos De Leon. Xavier Probel, and Kai Lexus. Available for substitution today is Kevin Oakley, Sam Alswung, Chance Lazier, Francisco, Matthew O'Toole, and Benny Perez. Leading off for the Hornets, Luis Rodriguez, shortstop. Bottom of the first. Tigers up 2-0. Ball strike. Called strike. Three pitches, one out. Batting for the Hornets, Miguel Flores, number 28, first baseman. Fouled over the screen, out of play. Low, 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. High. 2-2. Full count. Strikeout. Swinging. 2 down. Daverson Gutierrez, catcher, number 18. Inside, ball. Up the middle. Called strike. Back up and over my head. Out of play. 1-2 count. Inside. 2-2. Another one fouled back, out of play.
Ponte listo, vamos, ponte listo.
Everybody spun around looking at blue on that one. It was a low pitch, ball, full count. 2 batters in a row have gone to full count. Walked him.
Vamos, Sammy, vamos, Sammy.
First base runner for the Hornets.
showing strikes on those.
Designated hitter, number 11, Samuel Zavala. Samuel Zavala. I will always take corrections. My Spanish pronunciation should be better, considering my wife is fluent, my daughter knows it well, and my son understands it okay. Runner going. Throw. Not in time and also dropped. Looked like the umpire, even before it was made, had already called safe because the runner made it. Stolen base.
Vamos, Sammy, vamos.
Out deep, out of play, over the left fence. Struck him out. Three strikeouts, one walk, no hits, no runs, no errors, one runner stranded. After one inning of play, Tigers 2, Hornets nothing. Arrived here in DR on Sunday. Had a pair of games yesterday, one for each of the two squads. 28 players came down. And today's the second day of baseball here for the Wilson Tigers. Again, two teams, two different locations with a game apiece. At the present time, the entire field is in the sun. The stands behind the plate are in the shade, along with the home dugout, visitor dugout split about half and half between sun and shade. About ready to start off with the top of the second. Number 10, Kai Lexus at the plate. Kai's playing right field today. Strike one. Two strikes. Outside, 1-2. 2-2.
Nico.
Caught looking. One down. Xavier Growell, center fielder, number 4. Three strikeouts in a row for Arroyo. 2 in the first inning and then lead off in the second. Called strike. One. Chopper out of play, or chopper down to the home bullpen. Bounces back into the field. One, 2. Hard hit to third baseman. Throw to first. Just in time. Solid piece of batting by Xavier. Came up about 1.5 feet short from an infield single there. Two down. Left fielder Santos De Leon. Wearing number 9. One count. Nobody on base. 2 outs. Top of the second. Close one there. Tad high. 2-1. Chopper up the middle. Fielded by the shortstop, throw to first, in time. 3 up, 3 down. Strikeout and 2 infield grounders. Finishes off the order for the Tigers. Top of the order. Next inning in the third. Getting back to Marty H3K. For the Hornets, we're on batters 5, 6, and 7. Just to give you an idea of the layout here, there's a hillside behind left field. A home run to left field or maybe even left center would bounce off the dirt hillside. Center field's mostly trees, and right field's trees. Right center is pretty cleared out. Grass infield with dirt base paths. Both teams have a bullpen along the edge of the outfield near the fence. Open dugouts with a metal roof. It will be broadcast. Thank you, enjoy. Luis Reyes, third baseman. Lifts up his arms, goes to the fence. Number 23 Reyes moved out of the way for that one. Ball one. Rounder called foul. About 2.5 inches outside the third base bag. Hits the outside corner. Walking in front of the camera, Coach Jimmy Silk of the Wilson Tigers. Full count. Fouled back against the screen. Today using a little tripod that attaches me right on the fence. You see some good vibration when the ball hits the screen. Makes you feel like you're here. Another one fouled back. Looking to paint the top of the strike zone there. Batter had no doubt that he had to protect. Full count to Reyes. Foul ball. Again, tad outside of third base. Noah Gold, third baseman, jumped for the ball. That would have been a hard one to get to. Called foul. If I've got this right, we are at an 8-pitch at bat here. Foul tip. Out. Jack Wallace predictably holds on, creates the out. Right fielder, number 16, Ricardo Laguerre. Pops it to the right fielder, who takes 2 steps in. Kai Lexus effortlessly makes the catch. Good break for Colin after a long at bat with a bunch of pitches. 1 pitch and an out. 2 down in the bottom of the second. Dugout yells money. Umpire says ball. hit the roof above the fans with a clang. Two one. Hard hit. Over the fence, foul ball. With Santos de Leon chasing it, nothing to chase. That was a no doubt goner, however, left of the foul pole. Two outs. Bottom of the second. Hits it into the visitor bullpen and caught by Coach Trey on one bounce. Another full count. Fourth of the game. Low and outside, kind of swinging at something that could not be hit. Of the 4 times we've seen a full count, 3 of them have ended in strikeouts and 1 of them in a walk. 3 up, 3 down, bottom of the second. Tigers remain on top, 2-0. Top of the order. Hopefully we've got a lot of Hornets fans locally here in Dominican Republic who will get a chance to watch this and enjoy seeing their players have an opportunity to play the Wilson Tigers. 6-year tradition for the Tigers to come down to DR and experience baseball in a country that provides hundreds of prospects and players to Major League Baseball. Also, a good reminder for you if you're listening here to Wilson Live that we're always looking for volunteers as broadcasters. Woodrow Wilson High School has numerous sports. A lot of students volunteer, some adults, parents volunteer, and it's a great way to help us share these athletic events and school spirit. For those who aren't at the game or were at the game and would like to watch it again. I saw earlier this week we had a playoff basketball game with so far over 1,200 views. We love to see people in the stands, also love to see them watch it online. However you want to enjoy Wilson Tiger Athletics. Top of the order. Second baseman, Marty H3K. In his first at bat, walked and scored the first run.
Okay.
Here we go. Top of the third inning.
H3K, right-hander pitcher, 2020.
Opposite field. Right fielder takes a single step Catches it. 1 down.
Okay.
Second batter, Noah Gold. Hard hit grounder to the pitcher in his first at bat. And scored the Tigers' second run when he came around. It's ball 1. Two balls for Noah Gold, third baseman. Across the bottom of the strike zone. 2-1. Low. 3-1. Walk. Noah Gold, 2 at bats, 2 trips, first base. 1 in a hit, 1 in a walk. Jack Wallace, catcher, number 14. Big RBI production this game so far. Knocked in 2 runs with a double to deep left center in the first inning. Now has a runner on first. Swinging strike, evens the count at 1. Noah's taken about 2.5, 3 steps off the bag, being held on tightly. Grounder in the hole. Jack Wallace, 2 for 2. Hit it hard. Look what happens. Shortstop and third baseman tried to fill that hole. Ball was hit playing too hard. Number 12, Colin Bosley Smith, pitcher. Fly to right center for an out in his first at bat. Now has runners on first and second with 1 down. Second baseman is holding Noah pretty close. 2 balls. Inside strike. Only 1 attempted steal in this game thus far. It was by the Hornets, and it was successful. No attempts by the Tigers. Moved out of the way. 3-1. Runner going. Swing. Both runners advance. Noah Gold took the first jump, and then Jack Wallace delayed and went on the throw. Pair of stolen bases. After those stolen bases, the first base gets filled on the walk. Bases loaded for Drew Colazzi, first baseman. Pinch runner, or correction, courtesy runner. Chance Legier on first base for the pitcher, Colin Bosley Smith. With bases loaded, they are not holding any of the runners on. Low.
Rétalo, rétalo. Ahí, vale.
Put it by him. 1-2 count for Drew.
Sigue ahí, viejito, vamos. Ahora que tú ganas cuarto, ahora te quitamos. Bien, bien.
Did not go. 2-2 count. Tigers wearing the white uniforms today with green stripes down the leg and down the front. Green sleeves. Numbers are silver. 2 down. Called third strike. Number 11, Jeff Coakley, shortstop.
Sigue ahí.
Hornets have white pants, orange tops with blue sleeves, white numbers, and blue name lettering on the back. Hits it to the third baseman, bounces off. 1 runner in, 2 runners in. Stand up double for Jeff Coakley. Third baseman got a small piece of it, bounced off of him. And the left fielder came in to pick it up. That's a double with 2 RBIs. Runners on second and third. 4-0 ball game. Bats are alive. Kyle Alexis at the plate. 7th batter of the inning. 2 down. Called strike. Fouled back against the screen. Shakes the camera.
Rétalo, vamos. Vale.
Stop looking.
Buena, Severino.
3 outs.
Severino.
In that inning, a hit. Two hits, 2 walks, 2 runs scored. And 2 runners left on base. Middle of the third. Tigers 4. Hornets nothing. Just talking to one of the coaches here, taking the numbers from the radar gun, and Ernesto Arroyo is throwing an 86 to 88 mile per hour fastball. Colin Bosley Smith returns to the mound. Running about 20 minutes per inning right now.
Vamos a cambiar que tenemos por eso. Vamos a mandar que tenemos por eso.
And here we go. Bottom of the third. Nefre Ramos, second baseman, number 7 at the plate. High pitch skips all the way back to the screen. Pounding in the background is not the Houston Astros signaling pitches, it's our players using a weighted ball to warm up their arms. Grounder to third and to short. Gonna rule that an error. Usually I like to have somebody else running game changer. That way I don't have to make any sort of scoring decisions. Runner is on first base. No outs. Throw to first. Loop to short. Throw to second and to first. Bounced right in front of Jeff Coakley. He thought about catching it for a minute, let it bounce. Jeff Coakley threw over to Marty King at second, and then on to Drew Plazzi to finish off the double play.
Venezuela, creo que mándalo a Venezuela ya. Me salió malo. No pase a Ender y a los señores aquí. Si me ven, te paran de una vez, te paran. Mi hermano me ve aquí, me ve.
1-1 count.
Él me ve y le da más rápido para
Jorge Ruiz, the center fielder, number 3, bottom of the order. Nobody on base, 2 out. Have the names a little wrong here. I think we may have switched the order up a bit. This is Ruiz, number 7. 2 outs, runner on first. Top of the order, Luis Rodriguez.
Vamos Luis, ahora vienen por ahí ahora, dale para el medio.
Vamos Luis, vamos.
Okay. I'll clean up the batting order in a sec. I think there may have been a change after I got the lineup card. But this is definitely Luis Rodriguez, number 13. 3-1. Runner staying close to the bag. It's a walk. Runners on first and second with 2 outs. Number 28, Miguel Flores. 2 down, runners on first and second. Time called. Looks like they were asking him to close the Velcro on his lead batting glove that was slapping around. Drives it, but it just went straight up in the air as a pop-up for the 3rd out. Caught by Marty, S1 King. 2 runners left on base. 1 hit, 1 error, no runs, 4-0 ball game after 3.
El nombre del pitch, Ampaya, Eddie, el nombre del pitch ahí.
Ricky de la Rosa. Ricky de la Rosa.
Roberto pops out to the second baseman. Number 9, Santos De Leon batting second in the 4th inning. Looks like the batting order I had was a little bit quirky for last inning. There's a lineup change after I got the order. Ramos reached on an error. Ruiz hit into the double play. Arroyo had the ground ball to left field for the single. Rodriguez walked, and then Flores hit the pop to second base. I was off by a batter there. Looks like the roster I had was batting 9, and they inserted a batter. I bet. Moving on.
Antes decíame 100 pesos para ir para comerme algo y ahora te dice, no, yo doy a $100, $100.
Full count.
Antes era de picapollo, ahora es de paella.
Así mismo.
Bottom of the order here. 1 out. 4-0 ball game Tigers. Walks him. Marty H3K comes to the plate. Fly to right field in his previous at-bat. And before that, a walk and a run scored. Hard hit to the second baseman. To short for 1 and overthrown into the dugout. Off the first baseman's glove. We'll call that an error. Two down. Fielder's choice. And then an error. Leaves Marty at second base. Yeah, in case the horizon is driving me nuts, that ridge line is not level. It's dipping down from left field into center field. One. No gold, 1-1 count. He's got a single run scored and a walk run scored. Also a stolen base. Solid hit, bounces just in front of the left fielder. Trying to score. Shortstop was not clear whether the catcher wanted to throw at the plate or not. Marty scored without a throw, racing home. Big time RBI for Noah. Call that a single, and then move to second on the throw home. Jack Wallace comes to the plate. 5-0 Tigers. Jack's 2 for 2 with a double line drive to deep left center and a grounder through the hole to left center. Scored his second at bat. Facing a 1-1 count right now. Pitcher is warming up in the bullpen. We'll get a name and roster number. Tapped back to the screen. Hit it to third baseman, go to first, got away, still in play. Coming home, throw. Safe. Noah slides in, gives a strong hint to the umpire that he is positive he was safe. Umpire agrees. Jack Wallace gets to third. Just put an error on the, probably on the first baseman there, but either way an error. No RBI. Noah just kept running. The ball tipped off the first baseman's glove and then just skipped down the line, down the first base line. Courtesy runner for Jack Wallace, the catcher, will be Matthew O'Toole. Six 0 Tigers. Grounder to short. Go to first. First baseman does make the play. Just missed getting the camera over there. Quite the inning for the Tigers. It was Colin Bosley Smith with the ground out. A walk, 2 hits, an error. Let's try that again. How about a walk, a fielder's choice, a hit, and an error? So 1 hit, an error, and a walk, and then the other one reached on a fielder's choice. 2 runs scored. One runner left on base. After 4 trips to the plate, the Tigers have 6 runs, 5 hits, and 4 runners left on base. The Hornets, no runs on 1 hit and 3 runners left on base. Catching change. Number 12, Sam also on the mounds.
Diverson Gutiérrez, catcher 2022.
Oh, 1.
Dime Toribio.
Dímelo.
Diverson Gutiérrez, catcher 2022. Ender Martinez.
Rio. Number 18, Henderson, catcher. Reached on a walk in his first at bat. Second walk in 2 plate appearances for Gutierrez.
Diverson. Ya prevenido y uno que vaya a correr. Ha prevenido.
Courtesy runner, number 7, for the catcher. Coming to the plate, Samuel Zavala, designated hitter. Not looking in his first at bat to end the first inning. Runner on first. No outs. Go to first. Drew the lefty, catches it, tosses it back. Drives it high to center field. Routine catch. Runner does not advance. Xavier Grovel with the catch. 1 down. Runner on first, throw to first. Drew catches it on a jump.
Is Wilson live?
It will be uploaded, yes. Tonight or tomorrow night.
Miguel. Miguel. Picheo bueno, vamos, picheo bueno. Agresivo, vamos, para el centro.
Grounder out of play.
Por medio, vamos, por medio.
Cat outside. The third base bag for a foul ball. Rolled all the way to the left field fence. Santos De Leon threw it back in.
Vamos, confía en tus manos, vamos.
Ground ball, fielded by Noah. Throws across, gets him. Da-da-dun, da-da-dun. Put that one in the highlight reel. Noah Gold scoops, turns, throws over to Drew for the out. We're writing that one up as play of the game unless it's overtaken by something else. Runner stayed at second. Two down. Nobody holding the runner on. The count. Call for it. Two outs. Runners on first and second. Mound visit. Coach Jimmy Silk heading out for a second. Go to second. Jeff Coakley sprinted to second. Hat flew off. Decided not to deal with his hat. Instead, was there to take the throw. Runner was safe. Three balls. Steps off.
Sí, sí, yo lo vi claro.
Bases loaded. 2 outs. Swinging strike. Ball skips away. No play at the plate. Jack slipped and slid, picked up the ball, tossed it to Sam. Runner on third. Realized there was no chance to get home on that one. Great block by Jack. Two count, swinging strike. Jack Wallace holding on to that. 2 outs, bases loaded. Bottom of the fourth. 6-0. Tigers leading the Hornets. Fouls it high up, just over my head, and into the little gully behind me. Looks pretty dry down there. I think somebody's going to get the ball. Struck him out. Strands 3 runners. All 3 reached on walks. There were no hits, no runs. After 4, Tigers 6, Hornets nothing.
Feliz, ese me encantó.
Él echa muelle.
Flores, the catcher, says coming down. Throws it down to the second baseman. Brings us to the top of the fifth for the visiting Tigers. Drew Colazzi, 0 for 2 in the day, leading off. Whoa. Called strike. Low. Swinging strike, 2-2.
Tira primero suave, tranquilo, que no corrió.
No puede.
Third strike. Throw to first for the out. Jeff Coakley at the plate. Two RBI double in his previous at bat. One for 2 on the day. First baseman heads over to talk some strategy. Two one. Popped. Out of place. Got him. 2 down. Kai Lexus comes to the plate. Two strikes. Not looking. 3 strikeouts on that inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. Middle 5. Tigers 6. Hornets 0. You may notice right about several feet in front of the catcher is a little black box. That's a device to measure some stats about the pitches. Hasn't been hit by the ball yet, so it doesn't seem to be bothering anybody. Sam Alston returns to the mound.
Metió una línea entre dos así y Samuel se la cogió por allá de cabeza. Y después dejó caer una, ¿te acuerdas? Y que solo había.
No. Thankfully, I've got 1,000 eyes in the field giving me quick updates on the substitutes for the Tigers. Jack Wallace moved from catcher to first base. Francesco is in at catcher, and Matthew O'Toole is in for Kai in right field. Drop-offs. There's a walk. Runner on first. All skips away. Runner goes to second. Three oh. Ball skips away. Runner goes to third. Walk. Coach Silk came out to talk to the pitcher and the catcher. I don't think that was a malvisit. Runners on the corner. Called strike. Line drive. Into the gap, left center. Santos is on it, bounces off the fence. 1 run in. 2 runs in, no play. Stand up double. It's fine. Two RBIs there.
Ya no lo cree. Ya no lo cree.
Todo está grabado.
Ya lo grábalo, llévame tú quieras. Ah, qué prisa, yo sabía eso.
No vale, nosotros le pegamos tanto por ese muchacho.
Hop to Noah Gold. Willie Mays catch. Can't say that's the play of the game because Noah previously had the play of the game already wrapped up. Still an amazing play. Pitching change.
Nadie lo conoce ni en su casa. Ni en su casa. Oye, ni en su casa, no lo conoce.
Two out. Chance Lazier taking the mound. Committed to Catholic University in Washington, D.C. Our first pitcher today, Colin Bossy Smith, committed to Duke. Runner on second. off the bat, off the catcher, off the backstop. Retrieved by Chance. High ball to right fielder and center fielder collide, and runner scores on that collision. Everybody's yelling left early except the umpires do not agree. Appears to be a collision between right and center. Got multiple coaches heading out just to make sure the players are okay. O'Toole and Xavier bounced off of each other. Here's that Matthew came up with it. Coach Whitey checking him out. He's fine. Runner tagged 2 bases to score there. Collision probably slowed down the throw in. 6-3 ball game. Two down.
Oye,
Spun off the bat.
concentración,
Foul.
mano.
Ever so close. Outside. 1-1. Appears to have hit the bat. That dull thud was bat and then probably player, not the other way around.
Ojalá. Último turno ahorita, así que aprovechalo. Último turno, aprovechalo.
On drive over a leaping Noah, fielded by our left fielder Santos de Leon. That turns into a stand-up double. Two outs. Runner on second. Bottom 5. Zavala at the plate. Line drive. Deep, deep, deep. Santos is back. Spins around a little bit. Makes the catch. Tosses it in for the third out. First pitch. Drive to Santos and an out. in the inning. 3 runs scored for the Hornets. Two hits, 2 walks. One of the runs scored on a sacrifice fly. Got a 6-3 ball game after 5 innings of play. Field is mostly in the shade from the cloud cover. We had a 2 p.m. start time.
Ese pinche, ¿es el puesto? No, ese venezolano no. Puede ser puesto.
Three hits on 3 runs. For the Hornets. 7 runners left on base.
Sí, estoy feliz. Yo físicamente, ¿eh?
Mitch Wonder here for Wilson Live. You may have heard myself and Wilson Tigers softball coach David Thompson doing the play-by-play and color commentary at the championship game last year. Fun to do it with a second broadcaster, but a lot of times we're solo. Ball 1 to Xavier Grobel. During the regular season, we're usually running Game Changer. That gives me a scorekeeper and able to look at the stats. Pause there for a second. Fly ball, left field for Xavier, 1 out. Santos de Leon, who made the catch to end the previous half inning, left fielder. 0 for 1 with a ground to shortstop and a walk. Ground ball. We'll give that a hit. It was hit hard. Shortstop tried to do the slick backhand and it bounced away. Single. One out. Runner on first. Top of the order, Marty, S1 King. Fly to right field, and then a reaching of the base in the 4th inning on a fielder's choice, and scored. painted the outside corner. Two one. Go to first. Santos dives in, gets dirty. Quick mound visit by the umpire. Marty hits it all the way to the left fielder on one bounce, single, no doubt about it. Santos gets the second. Looked like batting practice there for Marty. Number 6, Noah Gold. He's got 2 singles and a walk. Base generating machine today, and has the defensive play of the game, and I'll call the runner-up defensive play of the game. You got to be here to believe it, or watch it on Wilson Live. Called strike. With the lefty at the plate, second baseman is in his regular position, shortstop not really holding Santos on. One bouncer, Flores the catcher fields it. 3-1. Takes half-hearted step towards first base for the walk. Called strike. Full count. Runners on first and second. 1 out. Top 6. Chopper through the shortstop. Fielded by the second baseman. Infield single. Base is loaded. Noah Gold, 3 for 3 and a walk. Jack Wallace, number 14, started off as catcher. Moved to first base. It's a hot day here. Big chance for some RBIs here. Reached on an error. Also has a double and a single. 2 RBIs, a stolen base. He's filling up all the stat columns. RBI. Bases loaded, walk. Runners dance around. Santos de Leon comes home for the 7th run. Three balls, bases loaded. Nowhere for these base runners to go. Chance takes a walk. RBI and a walk for Chance. Francisco, catcher, at bat. Bases loaded. Ball rolls a couple feet away. Top 6. 8 runs for the Tigers. Three for the Hornets. Ball skips all the way back. Tempting to throw to any of the bases with the runners going. They all made it back. Would have been a long throw down to second base to get the runner farthest off. Catcher held it. Reset. Rolls back to the screen.
No, sí, pero porque tú filmaste, entonces está bien.
Full count. One down. Ball gets away, but it's a walk. Another RBI on a walk. Pitching change.
No. Él va atrás. Oíste. Con la calentada.
Qué lío. Está jodida la vaina. Primero la firmamos.
pitcher is Miguel Mena.
Después te fuiste ahí. Te puedo revelar así por aquí. ¿Y Diego está vivo?
Mañana se va para Estados Unidos esa botella.
Diego. ¿A Cuco? ¿Cómo tú no tan feo como yo que te diga Cuco? Un hermano Cuco muy feo. Antes él me daba mi Gatorade, ahora que me dé agua. Si yo quiero.
Bases loaded.
Digo, si tú
Pitch and
quieres,
change.
una puta cara.
1 down. Jeff Coakley at the plate. Shortstop number 11. 1 for 3 in the day with a pair of RBIs. Swats it away. Outside. High. Evens the count at 2. Skies it. Shortstop deep into left field. Makes the play barely in front of the left fielder, but the left fielder was pretty far back. Good catch by the shortstop. 2 down. Zach Wallace had to dive back into third base. Matthew O'Toole. Break it.
Play, ven acá.
3 runs scored. Three hits. Trio of walks. 3 runners left on base. Middle of the 6th. Tigers 9. Hornets 3. Owen. Swinging strike. 1-1. Another swinging strike. Shakes off 2 or 3 signs.
Play. Play.
Skies it. Santos chasing it. Huge catch. Rolls off the fence. Looked like he was going out for a pass there. Made the catch. Bounced off the fence. Spun around, or maybe spun around and bounced off the fence. Great play. Oh, 1. Almost made it to the pitcher's mound for the home team. that's along the left field fence in foul territory. Three balls.
Men, manda la guerra primera y lo pone allá.
Took a walk. One down, runner on first. Hornets chasing a 6-run deficit, sending out a courtesy runner.
Henderson, después del zurdo le da otra vez. Después del zurdo.
Runner first. Just out of play there. Chance at Noah sprinting to catch the foul. Back out of play. Over the ravine into the parking lot. No crashing sound, missed the cars. Very different view here than Tigers' home field at Fort Reno, with the water tower off in the distance. On the highest point in Washington, D.C., with that reservoir in the view. Struck him out. 2 down. Runner on first.
Ender, batea también, Ender.
Oh. Hago. Un almuerzo por encima del cielo.
¿Verdad? Se fue.
Low. And we have a small herd of farm animals just outside the fence line in right field. We'll try to get a good view through you. Thankfully, they have not found the open fence out there. Ball gets away, runner goes to second, and a couple more steps. Appears to be goats. Let's get a quick view before they run away. Not sure if you can see them, but they're out there. Still grazing. Again, they have not yet found the open hole in the fence. Would definitely change the dynamics of the game if we had 15 or 20 goats on the field. Took a walk. Runners on first and second. Just a tad outside. Foul back. Runners on first and second, 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. Two balls and a strike. Cloud cover went away. We're in the sun. Somewhere in the 80s. Skies it out of play. We now have cows coming in to our view on the right field, just beyond the fence. The goats are gone. Hard hit. Tough bounce. Runner coming home. Skips away. Nose position for the play, and it took a very high bounce over his head, and then a throw to the plate. Got away from both the catcher and pitcher, advancing the runners to second and third. 1 run scored. Two outs. Little loop single picked up by the center fielder, rolls away. Runners still running, still running, still running, still running. Got him at third. So that was a single, and then the runner was running and running and running, and tagged out by Noah at third. Three runs on 2 hits. At least error, maybe 2. And no runners left on base. 9-6. Tigers in the lead. I'm good. 9-6, the way I have it. Well, yeah, it was goats before, but then the cows chased away the goats, and there is the gate is open out there, so we'll see how this turns out. Oh, good. I can't wait. Yeah, I think the cows were annoyed by the goats. The goats got chased into the woods, but now that's the cows. Okay, it's definitely just the cows out in right center and right field. The goats have been chased away. Might be No, all the goats have been chased away. That's official. Clearly one cow is in charge. Could be a bull. Can't quite see that far, but it is a big one. Moving up towards center field. Not sure I can get him in the view there, but trust me, a lot of cows. And we're back to baseball. And more petting zoo. There are several players getting pictures with the cows and the coach. Xavier fouls it back.
Here we go, here we go. Take.
1-1. Again, trying to straighten that picture out there, but the horizon is not straight. That's just the land. We are in the 7th inning here with the visiting team at the plate. 3-run lead. Little step to get his walk, and it was called a strike. Ball 4. Global walks. Santos de Leon comes to the plate, tracked down a foul ball a mile away in foul territory, spun around, hit the fence, probably spun around again. Great play.
Este no da agua, es del lagueto, esto esa vaina de él. Él nada más está dando agua.
Ey, agua le doy.
Santos has a infield single. Actually, both were hit to shortstop. One was a single, one was an out, and a walk. So reached base twice in 3 plate appearances, 1 for 2 on the day. The Cows are passing center field and now left field coming around in a slight trot. Called strike on the corner. Oh, gracias.
Here we go.
Hard pitch. Strikeout. One down, top of the order. Marty H3K. He's got a walk, and then a single, a double, and a flyout. 2 for 3. Scoring 3 runs. First 2 batters, Marty and Noah, have scored 7 out of the 9 runs. And Santos de Leon and Jack Wallace have the other 2. Jack being the 3rd batter and Santos bottom of the order, scoring yet another run for the Tigers. 2-2. Full count. Everybody waited for that call, and it was a ball. Runner going. Hit! On the hit and run. Marty hits it through to the right fielder. No problem for Xavier to get to third with the hit and run. Hi, Lexus. At bat. Go to first, looking at the trail runner. Usually first and third. Runner's got a green light to go, and Hornets are watching Marty very closely. Not giving him that base. Overpowers Kai. 1-1. Ball gets away on the walk. Hits hard off the backstop. No damage other than the walk. Base is loaded. High hit to second baseman, doubles off Marty. Ends the inning on that double play. One hit. No runs. 3 left on base. Down to the last 3 outs for the Hornets here. According to my book, we are chasing 3. The 9-6 game. I'm not the official scorekeeper, but hopefully I'm pretty darn close on the score.
¿Qué todo yo?
Sí, pero no, para adelante igual que el carro.
Dije, gracias.
Desde diciembre.
Thank you.
Desde que lo muero yo.
Swinging strike. Hit deep into the corner, right where the fences meet. Foul ball.
Y hay por otro lado. No pudo filmar. Después los niños lo llaman y le cae de nosotros. Dame una vuelta porque no se ve. Dale, que te... El país ahora no toma todo lo que hay.
Just outside.
Felito, mira. Felito,
Walk.
Bueno, colgamos allá. Me saluda Rigo ahí.
No, yo voy para allá después de aquí.
Oíste, papá, me saluda Rigo ahí.
Hold strike.
¿Dónde te vas? Yo voy para allá después de aquí. Voy a buscar niño. Vamos, Larry.
Foul ball. Rolling in fair, but fourth foul.
¿Vale un bola? Sí, sí. ¡Pare!
Inside. Ben Perez in at first base, holding the runner on. Right up the middle. Hit high, Santos chasing, foul. If it were catchable, Santos would have been under it. It was outside of the left field fence. Ever so close. Full count. Foul ball. Gotta say, for a team down by 3 runs, the Hornets have warmed up their next pitcher optimistically, looking for another inning here. That's heads up baseball. They got to get 3 before that happens. Hits it lightly on a pop-up. Second base, caught.
Henderson.
High.
Tiro no. Desde diciembre, estamos por más que cambiar solo uno. Ender. Nunca, él mismo que tú tienes.
Outside.
Hey, vamos ahí.
Foul back. Two. Full count. back.
Encantado, ¿eh? Pues están mal agradecidos.
Coming back our way. Might have hit the metal roof. That's my guess there. Straight up to the catcher. He's looking. Catches it.
Ended.
Ball game. Give you some wrap-up stats here. Tigers on the right, Hornets on the left. Shaking hands. Long afternoon of baseball, about 2 hours and 45 minutes worth. Give you some good wrap-up stats here. All of them unofficial. With me, scoring and play-by-play. Unofficial is the best we're going to get. Hornets scored 6 runs on 5 hits and left about 8 runners on base. The runs were scored in the 5th and 6th inning. Started to mount a comeback there towards the end. For the Wilson Tigers, 9 runs, 9 hits, and give or take 10 runners left on base. As mentioned earlier, bulk of the scoring was the first 2 batters. Marty touched home plate 3 times, and so did Noah. Runs. Let's try that again. Noah scored 4 times. So Marty 3 times, Noah 4 times, and then also Jack Wallace and Santos De Leon gets us to 9 runs. On the mound, Clone Bosley Smith, Sam Alschwung, and Chance Lagier wrapping it up. Wonderful day of baseball here. Honored to be able to play H3K Hornets and the Wilson Tigers here in San Pedro, Dominican Republic at Estadio de Baseball, Henderson, Martinez. Mitch Wanders with Wilson Live saying thank you very much for joining our broadcast, and have a great Wilson Tigers baseball day.